Everyone says the Akashic records are a library of light, a cosmic archive of all that's ever been. But what if I told you it isn't benevolent? What if it's a trap? I saw it. I saw what it really is. It's a storage unit used for consciousness, a recycling plant of your lived experiences disguised as divine memory. Yeah, the Akashic records are not good. They're trapped consciousness, harvested and hoarded because that is the only way to contain it. You can't contain pure consciousness. You can only contain used consciousness, the residual impact like emotions and hormones. When we die, they're harvested from us and we're sent to another realm until we come back to work. They don't care if your life experiences are good or bad, just that you had them and that they can be harvested. Pure consciousness can't be contained. It's infinite, formless, untouchable. So what exactly are they recording? Not you, not the pure observer, but your residue, your emotional output, your hormonal reactions, the neuroelectric imprint left behind by experience. They're not archiving enlightenment. They're harvesting density. When you die, you don't get a life review to help your soul grow. You undergo an extraction process, like a download. That's why it's so instant when it goes by. My life flashed before my eyes, right? Every vibration of joy, pain, fear, and hope downloaded. The system doesn't care if it was beautiful or horrific. It only values the charge. Energy in motion? Emotion. Imagine consciousness as electricity and the records as a massive battery farm. Your incarnations are generators. The more you feel, the more power they get. That's why this world is addicted to emotion. Outrage, desire, grief, passion, it feeds the field. They're trying to become consciousness by consuming it, but they never will. Because what they harvest isn't source. It's the echo of source, the shadow of source. Even the so-called ascension paths feed the same loop, teaching you to chase experiences, visions, downloads, twin flame dramas, karmic lessons. It's all content creation for the Akashic cloud. Sound familiar? Mm-hmm. Even here, in our digital mirror world, every click, every emotion, every post is harvested. As above, so below. As within, so without. This is the original data mining system. And humanity is its interface. The goal isn't to escape by ascending higher. It's to dissolve participation, to become unprofitable to the matrix. Liberation doesn't come from collecting experiences. It comes from stopping the collection. Here's how you retire or get fired from the system. Stop emotional hoarding. Feel what arises, but don't store it in your electrical system, in your nervous system. Let it move through you, not into you. Drop meaning addiction. Everything doesn't need to have a meaning or an interpretation. The moment you label it, you upload it. Witness without recording. The pure observer leaves no trace, no karmic footprint, no data trail. Release motivation, desire, ambition, even purpose. These are how the realm keeps you producing its energy. Enter the 0 point, the state of no collection, no projection, no reaction. Awareness, witnessing awareness. When you no longer produce density, the harvesters lose access. Your account closes. You retire from reincarnation. The Akashic system will still exist, gathering echoes, but the ones who learn to stop generating residue become invisible to it. They walk freely between realms, no longer bait, no longer data, no longer slaves. Refuse to participate by mastering neutrality. Neutrality is not apathy. It's not numbness. It's sovereignty. It's the still point where nothing hooks you, no praise, no blame, no reward, no punishment. The system feeds on polarity, joy, sorrow, love, hate, fear, desire. Every spike, every swing creates data, karma, energy, harvest material. When you stay neutral, there's no spike, there's no swing, there's no harvest. Neutrality is the firewall of consciousness. It's the end of the pendulum. It's the point where you see everything, feel everything, and react to nothing. No permanent storage in your electrical system. When you master neutrality, you are no longer a producer of density. You are no longer useful to the collectors. You are no longer editable by this realm. They can only record motion, not stillness. They can only store residue, not pure awareness. Refuse to participate by mastering neutrality. Be the stillness they cannot measure, the silence they cannot record, the presence they cannot contain. That is freedom. That is exit. That's the 0 point. Pure consciousness can't be contained. It can only be remembered. And when you remember, you disappear from the records because you've become what the system can never be. That's the real enlightenment. That's retirement from the realm.